Is your pillow full of dust mites? What every Alberta home should know. Right now, while you read this, your favorite pillow is very likely home to a thriving colony of tenants you never invited. Dust mites are among the most common indoor allergy and asthma triggers on Earth, and the single most concentrated place they live is your bed, inches from your face for 8 hours a night. Alberta's cold, dry winters keep them in check better than most places, but sealed modern homes, whole-house humidifiers, and warm summer nights give them exactly what they need. Here is what dust mites actually are, why they matter for anyone in your home with allergies or asthma, and the short list of things that genuinely reduce them. What dust mites actually are. Dust mites are microscopic relatives of spiders, far too small to see, that live in almost every home in the world. They do not bite, they do not burrow into skin, and they are not a sign that your house is dirty. The cleanest home in Spruce Grove still has them. What they want is simple: warmth, a little moisture, and food. Their food is the dead skin flakes that people and pets shed constantly, and the richest supply of that is exactly where you sleep. That is why bedding is ground zero. Between your body heat, the humidity from your breath and skin overnight, and a fresh buffet of skin cells, a mattress becomes the perfect habitat. A single used mattress can hold anywhere from 100,000 to several million dust mites, and each one produces around 20 waste pellets a day. Over months and years, pillows and mattresses accumulate a surprising amount of that debris, which is the real reason a years-old pillow feels heavier than a new one. Why dust mites trigger asthma and allergies. Here is the part that matters for your health. It is not the mites themselves that make people sick. It is the proteins in their droppings and in the fragments of dead mites. When those particles get stirred into the air and inhaled, the immune system of a sensitized person treats them as a threat. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency lists dust mites among the most common biological triggers of asthma, and the reactions are the familiar ones. Sneezing, a runny or stuffy nose, itchy or watery eyes, coughing, and for people with asthma, wheezing, chest tightness, and difficulty breathing. Because your pillow sits right under your nose all night, it is one of the highest exposure objects you own. If someone in your home wakes up congested, sneezing, or wheezing, and it eases up, once they are out of the bedroom for a while, dust mites are a prime suspect. The EPA notes that dust mite exposure can even help trigger asthma in children who never had symptoms before, which is why the bedroom is the first place allergists tell families to focus. The good news for Albertans: dust mites cannot drink. They absorb moisture straight from the air, so they dehydrate and die when humidity drops. Our long, cold, dry winters are genuinely hostile to them. The catch is that over-humidifying a sealed winter home or a humid summer stretch hands them back the moisture they need. Keeping indoor humidity in the 30 to 50% range is one of the most powerful things you can do. Is your Alberta home at risk? Every home has some dust mites, but a few things make Edmonton area homes worth paying attention to. Modern houses are built tight and energy efficient, which is great for heating bills, but means less natural air exchange to carry allergens out. Many homeowners run humidifiers hard through the winter to fight dry air discomfort, and pushing humidity too high feeds mites and mold alike. And because our winters keep everyone indoors and sealed up for months, the same air and the same allergens keep recirculating. The takeaway is not to panic, it is to control the two things mites depend on: the bedding they colonize and the humidity they need. Do those well, and you will keep populations low year-round, even through a humid July. The fixes that actually work: skip the gimmicks. These are the steps that public health and allergy authorities like Mayo Clinic actually recommend, in rough order of impact. Encase the mattress, box spring, and pillows. Allergen-proof encasements are widely considered the single most effective step. Their tightly woven fabric seals existing allergens away from you and stops new mites from colonizing the surface. Look for zippered covers rated for dust mite or allergen protection. Wash bedding weekly in hot water. Sheets, pillowcases, and blankets should be washed in water at least 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 degrees Celsius, to kill mites and rinse away allergens. Warm water leaves most of them alive, so hot is the operative word, and a hot dryer cycle helps finish the job. Keep humidity between 30 and 50%. Use a hygrometer, a few dollars at any hardware store, and let your dehumidifier or air conditioner hold the line in summer. In winter, resist the urge to crank the humidifier past 45%. Filter the air that circulates. A good furnace filter, MERV 11 to 13, and, where helpful, a HEPA air purifier in the bedroom reduce the airborne dust and allergen load that settles back onto soft surfaces. Cut the clutter and replace old pillows. Fewer stuffed animals, throw cushions and fabric pile-ups in the bedroom means fewer places for mites to live. Pillows are cheap compared to what they collect. Replace them every couple of years, or encase them. Where your HVAC system fits in. We clean furnaces, ducts, and dryer vents for a living, so we will be straight about this. No duct cleaning or furnace filter reaches into your mattress, and the bedroom routine above is what directly lowers dust mite exposure. What a healthy HVAC system does is control the whole home background. The dust and allergen particles that ride your air and settle everywhere, including back onto the bed. Clean ducts and fresh filters reduce the overall dust load circulating through the house, so there is less allergen resettling on soft surfaces between washes. Balanced ventilation, an HRV, or simply running your furnace fan to keep air moving through the filter, helps carry allergens out instead of letting them recirculate in a sealed home. Humidity control is the shared thread, the same 30 to 50% target that starves dust mites. Also protects against mold, and your HVAC equipment is what holds it steady. Think of it as a two-front approach. Win the bed with encasements, hot washing and humidity control, and win the house with clean ducts, good filters, and steady ventilation. Dust mites in your pillow. Quick answers. Can dust mites really live in my pillow? Yes. Bedding is the single most concentrated place dust mites live in a home because it gives them warmth, moisture from your body, and a constant supply of the dead skin flakes they eat. A single mattress can hold anywhere from 100,000 to several million dust mites, and pillows collect them too. That is why the advice for allergy and asthma sufferers always starts with the bed. Do dust mites cause asthma? Dust mites do not bite, but the proteins in their droppings and decaying body fragments are one of the most common indoor allergy and asthma triggers. In people who are sensitized, breathing these particles in can cause sneezing, a runny or stuffy nose, itchy eyes, coughing, and asthma symptoms like wheezing, chest tightness, and trouble breathing. The EPA notes that dust mite exposure can even trigger asthma in children who have never shown symptoms before. What actually kills dust mites in bedding? Heat and dryness. Mayo Clinic recommends washing sheets, pillowcases, and blankets weekly in hot water that is at least 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 54 degrees Celsius, which kills mites and washes away the allergens. Keeping indoor humidity below 50% is the other half of the job because dust mites cannot survive in dry air. In Alberta, our cold, dry winters do a lot of this work for free. Do allergen-proof mattress and pillow covers work? Yes, and allergen-proof encasements are widely considered the single most effective step for dust mite allergy. They are made of tightly woven fabric that mites and their waste cannot pass through. So they seal existing allergens away from you and stop new mites from colonizing the mattress or pillow. Look for zippered covers rated for allergen or dust mite protection and use them on the mattress, box spring, and pillows. Does duct cleaning get rid of dust mites? Duct cleaning does not remove the dust mites living in your bed, and no filter reaches into your mattress. What clean ducts, fresh furnace filters, and good ventilation do is lower the overall load of dust and allergen particles circulating through your home and settling back onto soft surfaces. Think of the bed routine, encasements, hot washing, humidity control as the direct fix, and a healthy HVAC system as the whole home support that keeps everything else cleaner. Are dust mites worse in winter or summer in Alberta? Dust mites need humidity, so they struggle during Alberta's cold, dry winters, especially in homes that are not over-humidified. They tend to rebound in warm, humid summer weather and in homes that run humidifiers heavily. That said, allergy symptoms can feel worse in winter because homes are sealed up and the air keeps recirculating, so year-round control of bedding and humidity is the reliable approach. Trusted sources. Everything above is drawn from public health and allergy authorities. These are the places to read the primary guidance. Links open official health organization and government sites in a new tab. HomePros Group isn't affiliated with these organizations. Breathe easier at home. HomePros Group has kept furnaces, ducts, and dryer vents healthy across Spruce Grove, Stony Plain, and the greater Edmonton area since 2002. If dust and allergens are a battle in your home, we can help you get the whole home side right. Clean ducts, the right filters, and steady airflow. This article is general information about dust mites and indoor air quality, not medical advice. Health information is summarized from Mayo Clinic, the USEPA, the American Lung Association, and the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. If you or a family member have persistent allergy or asthma symptoms, speak with a physician or allergist. 780-932-7337 or request a free quote at homeprosgroup.com. HomePros Group. Quality you can trust.